Machiavelli recognized the dangers of delusion, the belief that one is in control, when in reality they are ruled by circumstances. Doubt thrives when people believe they are in control, yet are unaware of the invisible forces manipulating their decisions. The untouchable person knows that the first step to gaining true power is to strip away self-deception and acknowledge that external forces often dictate your actions. Weakness is born from the belief that you are the master of your own fate, when, in truth, you are often a puppet, your strings pulled by hidden forces. By understanding the illusion of control, you break free from the chains of self-deception and gain a clearer, more ruthless path to power. The first secret is that you are not as free as you think you are. Doubt often arises when people believe they are free to make their own choices, when in reality, they are constrained by their environment, their upbringing, or societal expectations. The dangerous thinker understands that true power comes from recognizing the forces that shape your decisions, whether it's the desire to fit in, the need for approval, or the fear of failure. By acknowledging these influences, you can begin to make more deliberate, calculated decisions. This habit forces you to confront the truth. You are often controlled by the very forces you believe you've mastered. By recognizing this, you eliminate doubt because you stop living in a false sense of freedom, and you start taking responsibility for your actions. The second rule is that society has conditioned you to seek approval and validation. Doubt thrives when people seek external validation, when they base their self-worth on the approval of others. The untouchable person knows that external validation weakens your position, and by relying on others' opinions, you give away your power. Society has ingrained in you the need to please, to fit in, to be liked and accepted. But the dangerous thinker understands that true power comes from within, not from the applause of the crowd. By breaking free from the need for validation, you begin to develop an inner strength and self-confidence that doesn't rely on others' perceptions. By rejecting this need, you eliminate doubt because you stop being dependent on the approval of others and start acting on your own terms. The third secret is that your comfort zone is your cage. Doubt arises when people avoid discomfort, when they believe that the easy path is the best path. The untouchable person knows that comfort is the enemy of growth. It's in discomfort that your true strength is forged, and every time you choose comfort over challenge, you weaken yourself. Your comfort zone is a trap, and the more you settle into it, the less power you have over your own destiny. By constantly pushing yourself outside your comfort zone, you build resilience and mental toughness that gives you the strength to handle life's challenges. By choosing discomfort, you eliminate doubt because you prove to yourself that you are willing to endure hardship for a greater cause. The fourth rule is that you are addicted to distractions. Doubt thrives when people fill their lives with distractions, when they waste time on trivialities that keep them from focusing on what really matters. The dangerous thinker understands that distractions are a tool used by others to control your attention, diverting it from your true purpose. By constantly engaging in distractions, you give up control over your own time and mind. The untouchable person, however, knows that true power comes from mastering focus, from dedicating all of your energy to what truly matters, and eliminating anything that diverts your attention. By removing distractions, you eliminate doubt because you regain control over your mind, your time, and your actions, giving you the clarity needed to make meaningful progress. The fifth tactic is that you are a slave to your emotions. Doubt often arises when people let their emotions dictate their actions, when they allow fear, anger, or joy to control their decisions. The untouchable person understands that emotions are powerful, but they cannot be allowed to control you. By mastering emotional control, you free yourself from the chaos of impulsive reactions and the unpredictability of emotional states. This habit forces you to think logically, not react emotionally, to make decisions with precision rather than with passion or frustration. By mastering your emotions, you eliminate doubt because you are no longer vulnerable to the whims of your feelings, and you can make calm, calculated decisions in any situation. Number 2, the fear of rejection and how it keeps you constrained. Machiavelli understood that fear is the greatest tool of control. It can paralyze you and keep you from achieving your true potential. Doubt thrives when people are afraid of rejection, when they fear being judged, excluded, or humiliated by others. The untouchable person knows that fear of rejection is a powerful weapon, but it's also a tool that must be turned inward and conquered. Fear of rejection holds you hostage because it keeps you from taking risks, speaking your mind, or pursuing what you truly want in life. To gain power, you must first embrace the reality that rejection is a part of life, and the ones who fear it the most are often the ones who remain weak. By breaking free from this fear, you take control of your actions and stop letting other people's opinions dictate your worth. The first secret is that rejection is inevitable. Doubt arises when people believe they can avoid rejection altogether, when they assume that they can please everyone and make everyone like them. The dangerous thinker knows that rejection is a part of life, not something to fear, but something to accept. When you accept rejection as a natural part of the process, it no longer holds power over you. The untouchable person knows that by embracing rejection, they are able to continue moving forward, never afraid to take risks. This habit forces you to challenge your fear of being rejected, making you stronger and more resilient. By accepting rejection, you eliminate doubt because you no longer let it control your decisions, and you understand that rejection is not a reflection of your worth, but just a stepping stone to success. The second rule is that the opinions of others are irrelevant to your mission. Doubt thrives when people place too much value on the opinions of others, when they allow the judgment of others to steer their actions. The untouchable person knows that their mission is paramount, and other people's opinions are inconsequential. By freeing yourself from the need for approval, you strip away the power that others have over you, and you can move forward with confidence, knowing you are acting in alignment with your own goals. This habit forces you to trust yourself and your vision without seeking external validation. By disregarding the opinions of others, you eliminate doubt because you no longer second-guess yourself based on others' perceptions, but act with complete conviction. The third tactic is that you must stop seeking approval from people who have no power to shape your future. Doubt often arises when people try to please the wrong people, when they seek approval from those who cannot help them reach their goals. The dangerous thinker understands that approval from people who don't align with your mission is irrelevant, and instead of seeking approval, they focus on gaining respect from those who have the power to open doors and move you closer to your goal. This habit strengthens your resolve, as you no longer waste time on people who don't have the ability to affect your success. By seeking approval from the right people, you eliminate doubt because you know exactly where to focus your energy and whom to seek validation from. The fourth rule is that you must detach your self-worth from others' judgments. Doubt thrives when you attach your value to how others see you, when you rely on their approval to feel good about yourself. The untouchable person knows that their worth comes from within, not from the judgments or opinions of others. By detaching your self-worth from external validation, you build an unshakable sense of confidence that is not dependent on anyone else's perception. This habit forces you to validate yourself based on your own values and actions, not by how others view you. By detaching your self-worth from judgments, you eliminate doubt because you no longer let others define who you are or how you feel about yourself. The fifth tactic is that you must confront rejection head-on and use it as fuel. Doubt arises when people avoid rejection, when they shy away from risks and refuse to face the fear of being turned away. The dangerous thinker knows that rejection can either defeat you or empower you, and they choose to use it as fuel to propel them forward. By confronting rejection directly and using the pain of it as motivation, you transform something negative into a powerful force that drives you. This habit teaches you to see rejection not as an obstacle, but as an opportunity to build resilience and grow stronger. By confronting rejection, you eliminate doubt because you no longer fear it, but instead use it as a catalyst for your growth and success. Number 3, the comfort of mediocrity. How settling for less keeps you. Powerless Machiavelli understood that power and greatness require discomfort and sacrifice. Doubt thrives when people settle into mediocrity, when they choose safety and familiarity over challenge and growth. The untouchable person knows that comfort is the enemy of progress. and that true strength is built through striving for excellence, even in the face of discomfort. Mediocrity creates a false sense of security, but it keeps you stagnant, leaving you vulnerable to the forces of time, change, and competition. By choosing to break free from the comfortable, predictable paths, you unlock the power to rise above the masses and achieve your highest potential. The first secret is that mediocrity is a trap that keeps you stuck in the same place. Doubt arises when people become complacent, when they stop striving for more because they're content with what they have. The dangerous thinker knows that to reach new heights, you must first acknowledge the dangers of mediocrity. It's easy to get comfortable, to believe that what you have is enough, but this belief keeps you from striving for greatness. Mediocrity promises safety, but in the long run, it makes you vulnerable because it stops you from pushing your limits and realizing your true potential. By rejecting mediocrity, you eliminate doubt because you start seeking excellence, pushing yourself beyond what's comfortable and taking risks that lead to greater rewards. The second rule is that comfort zones breed weakness. Doubt thrives when people avoid challenges, when they opt for the easy path because they fear failure or rejection. The untouchable person knows that the greatest strength lies in embracing discomfort and facing challenges head-on. By constantly stepping out of your comfort zone, you expose yourself to the very elements that shape your character and build your mental toughness. This habit forces you to face the uncomfortable truth that growth only happens in discomfort, and by welcoming it, you prepare yourself to handle whatever life throws your way. By embracing discomfort, you eliminate doubt because you stop fearing what's difficult and start using it to build your strength. The third tactic is that you must abandon the need for instant gratification. Doubt arises when people seek quick rewards and choose short-term pleasures over long-term success. The dangerous thinker understands that real power comes from patience, persistence, and long-term vision. By resisting the temptation for immediate satisfaction, you develop the mental fortitude to focus on what matters most, regardless of how long it takes to achieve it. This habit helps you build patience by investing time and effort into a long-term vision. You make decisions that will pay off far beyond what short-term distractions can offer. By delaying gratification, you eliminate doubt because you develop the discipline to stay committed to your bigger purpose. The fourth rule is that you must stop comparing yourself to others. Doubt thrives when you look to others for validation. When you measure your success against the achievements of others, the untouchable person knows that comparing yourself to others is a fool's game. It weakens you because it shifts your focus away from your own journey and puts it on what others are doing. Instead of measuring your success by others' standards, you define your own path and measure progress based on your own goals. This habit teaches you to stop seeking external validation and focus only on what you need to do to achieve your vision. By stopping comparisons, you eliminate doubt because you become secure in your own path, knowing that your progress is determined by your effort, not anyone else's success. The fifth tactic is that you must create a sense of urgency in your actions. Doubt arises when people put things off, when they procrastinate or delay the actions they need to take to move forward. The untouchable person knows that time is the most valuable resource, and they act with urgency, understanding that every moment is an opportunity that shouldn't be wasted. By setting deadlines, creating accountability, and making decisive actions, you generate momentum that pushes you toward your goals faster. This habit instills a sense of urgency, knowing that every delay is a missed opportunity. By acting with urgency, you eliminate doubt because you stop wasting time and start taking decisive steps toward success. The sixth rule is that you must eliminate all distractions that don't serve your greater purpose. Doubt flourishes when you allow distractions to steal your time and attention, when you invest energy in things that don't help you grow. The dangerous thinker knows that distractions are the greatest enemy of focus, and by cutting out everything that doesn't align with your goals, you create a razor-sharp focus that propels you forward. This habit requires you to be ruthlessly efficient with your time, eliminating anything that doesn't contribute to your success. By removing distractions, you eliminate doubt because you concentrate solely on what moves you closer to your goals, and everything else becomes irrelevant. Number 4, the false sense of security. How relying on others weakens. Machiavelli understood the danger of relying on others for security and strength. The more you depend on others, the weaker you become. Doubt thrives when people feel secure because of external support, when they rely on others for validation, resources, or success. The untouchable person knows that true strength comes from independence, from having the ability to stand alone, face challenges without needing help, and never being at the mercy of anyone else. Dependence on others, whether for approval, resources, or emotional support, makes you vulnerable. The dangerous thinker recognizes that self-sufficiency is a crucial trait for building unshakable power. By breaking free from dependency, you build the mental strength and resilience needed to face adversity on your own terms. The first secret is that relying on others for validation makes you weak. Doubt thrives when you seek approval, when you base your self-worth on how others perceive you. The untouchable person understands that validation from others is a hollow pursuit. It creates a false sense of security that holds you back. By becoming self-validating, you free yourself from the need for external reassurance. This habit forces you to rely on your own judgment and trust your decisions, eliminating the fear of rejection or criticism. By letting go of the need for validation, you eliminate doubt because you begin to make decisions based on your inner truth, not on the opinions of others. The second rule is that you must learn to thrive in isolation. Doubt often arises when people surround themselves with toxic or unproductive people, relying on others for emotional support or guidance. The dangerous thinker knows that to master your own mind, you must learn to become self-sufficient, even when it's uncomfortable. By cultivating the ability to operate alone, without relying on others for emotional support, approval, or resources, you become mentally tougher and more resilient. This habit forces you to take full responsibility for your well-being and success, knowing that you are the only one who truly controls your future. By thriving in isolation, you eliminate doubt because you stop depending on others for emotional strength and build the inner fortitude needed to conquer challenges independently. The third tactic is that you must stop making excuses for why others don't help you. Doubt thrives when you blame others for your lack of success, when you expect people to come to your aid or offer you opportunities. The untouchable person knows that waiting for others to help you is a recipe for weakness. By taking full responsibility for your success, you eliminate the belief that someone else should solve your problems. This habit forces you to act in the face of adversity, to solve problems yourself, and to stop relying on others to bail you out. By taking ownership of your own success, you eliminate doubt because you understand that true power lies in your ability to make things happen, without waiting for others to support you. The fourth rule is that you must build your own resources and support system. Doubt arises when people fail to build their own resources, whether that's knowledge, skills, or financial independence, and instead rely on others for their survival. The dangerous thinker understands that independence comes from being self-sufficient, from having the resources and knowledge you need to control your own destiny. By building your own resources, you can navigate challenges on your terms and never have to rely on others for your well-being. This habit forces you to develop your skills, expand your knowledge, and ensure you're never dependent on anyone else. By building your own support system, you eliminate doubt because you are no longer vulnerable to circumstances beyond your control. You create your own path forward. The fifth tactic is that you must learn to be ruthless with your time. Doubt thrives when people allow their time to be controlled by others, when they allow others to dictate how they spend their day and what they focus on. The untouchable person knows that time is the most valuable resource, and they treat it with the utmost respect and control. By taking charge of your time, you ensure that you are always focused on activities that align with your goals, and you don't waste precious moments on things that drain your energy or offer no long-term benefit. This habit forces you to take ownership of your schedule and prioritize your tasks. By mastering your time, you eliminate doubt because you become the master of your actions in your life, and no one can pull you off course. The sixth rule is that you must never allow others to make decisions for you. Doubt often creeps in when you rely on others for decisions, when you let someone else control the choices you make. The untouchable person understands that true power comes from autonomy, from the ability to make your own decisions, even when others disagree or try to impose their views. By taking ownership of your decisions, you become fully responsible for your actions and the consequences that follow. This habit forces you to trust yourself and take the necessary risks, knowing that you are the only one accountable for the choices you make. By making your own decisions, you eliminate doubt because you stop letting others control your life and take full responsibility for your future. Number 5, the addiction to comfort, how your desire for ease undermines your strength. Machiavelli knew that true power is not found in ease or comfort, but in pushing through discomfort, facing hardship head-on, and embracing adversity as a tool for growth. Doubt thrives when people seek comfort as their ultimate goal, when they avoid challenges and settle for what's familiar. The untouchable person understands that comfort is the greatest enemy of greatness, because it fosters complacency, and complacency breeds weakness. When you seek comfort above all else, you are surrendering your power. By rejecting comfort, you unlock your true potential and develop the resilience needed to thrive in any situation. The first secret is that comfort creates stagnation. Doubt arises when people believe that a stable life, free of challenges, is the goal. The dangerous thinker knows that real growth comes through discomfort, through challenges that push you to develop new skills, strengthen your resolve, and test your limits. By constantly seeking comfort, you allow yourself to stagnate, to become predictable, and to stop evolving. This habit forces you to push against the very things that make you feel comfortable, to intentionally put yourself in situations that require growth and mental resilience. By rejecting comfort, you eliminate doubt because you become someone who actively seeks challenges, not to prove yourself, but to grow and evolve beyond what is familiar. The second rule is that comfort breeds entitlement. Doubt thrives when people feel entitled to ease and success, when they expect things to be handed to them, or believe they deserve success without having to earn it. The untouchable person knows that nothing is given, that everything worth having must be earned through hard work and sacrifice. When you seek comfort, you create a sense of entitlement that makes you dependent on external factors rather than developing the internal strength to persevere. This habit forces you to reject the idea that you are entitled to anything, and instead teaches you that success is the result of relentless effort and sacrifice. By rejecting entitlement, you eliminate doubt because you know that your strength and achievements are the results of your actions, not luck or external circumstances. The third tactic is that you must stop avoiding discomfort at all costs. Doubt often arises when people shy away from discomfort, when they avoid pain, failure, and difficult situations because they fear the consequences. The dangerous thinker knows that true strength is built in discomfort, whether it's physical, emotional, or mental. By embracing discomfort, you transform it into a tool that sharpens your resilience, preparing you for whatever challenges lie ahead. This habit forces you to seek out discomfort, to choose situations that force you to grow and stretch your limits. By embracing discomfort, you eliminate doubt because you stop fearing the hard road, and you learn to see it as the path to true power. The fourth rule is that you must embrace the struggle, not avoid it. Doubt thrives when people avoid difficult situations, when they take the path of least resistance and shy away from anything that challenges their comfort. The untouchable person knows that the struggle is what defines you. The more you struggle and persist, the stronger and more powerful you become. This habit requires you to stop running from challenges and instead face them head-on, using them as opportunities to build character and resilience. By embracing struggle, you eliminate doubt because you understand that it is not the struggle itself that defines you, but how you face it. The more you fight through difficult situations, the more you prove to yourself that you are capable of achieving greatness despite the obstacles. The fifth tactic is that you must stop being afraid of failure. Doubt flourishes when people fear failure, when they are paralyzed by the possibility of making mistakes or falling short of their goals. The dangerous thinker knows that failure is not something to fear, it is something to learn from. By removing the fear of failure, you give yourself permission to take risks, to make bold decisions, and to push beyond your comfort zone. This habit forces you to reframe failure as a necessary part of the process, not something to avoid, but something to learn from, to build upon. By eliminating the fear of failure, you eliminate doubt because you know that every failure is just another lesson, another opportunity to get closer to your goal. The sixth rule is that you must train yourself to be comfortable with discomfort. Doubt thrives when people only feel comfortable when things are easy. When they can't handle stress, pressure, or difficult circumstances, the untouchable person knows that to build power, they must become comfortable with being uncomfortable. This habit forces you to put yourself in situations that challenge you mentally, emotionally, and physically, until discomfort becomes your new norm. By training yourself to be comfortable with discomfort, you eliminate doubt because you are no longer afraid of hardship or struggle, but instead, you embrace it as a necessary part of your journey to greatness. Number 6, the addiction to instant gratification. How seeking quick rewards keeps you stagnant. Machiavelli understood that true power is built through sacrifice, and that instant gratification is the silent enemy of long-term success. Doubt thrives when people seek immediate rewards, when they focus only on what gives them pleasure or satisfaction in the short term. The untouchable person knows that long-term success comes from delayed gratification, from focusing on the bigger picture, and resisting the urge to indulge in short-term pleasures. Instant gratification keeps you chained to temporary satisfaction, but it also keeps you from developing the discipline, patience, and perseverance that are necessary for true power. By breaking the addiction to quick rewards, you develop the mental fortitude needed to stay committed to your goals, regardless of how long it takes to achieve them. The first secret is that instant gratification creates a cycle of dependency. Doubt arises when people constantly chase quick rewards, when they focus on what feels good in the moment, without thinking about the long-term consequences. The dangerous thinker understands that every decision you make today, whether it's a small indulgence or a quick fix, adds up over time. By seeking immediate satisfaction, you create a cycle of dependency on short-term rewards that prevent you from focusing on what truly matters. This habit forces you to reframe your view of success, shifting your focus from what's easy and quick to what's hard and long-lasting. By delaying gratification, you eliminate doubt because you begin to build a mindset focused on sustained effort, knowing that true success comes from consistent, disciplined action over time. The second rule is that you must reject the need for validation and praise. Doubt thrives when people crave validation, when they need others' approval to feel worthy or successful. The untouchable person knows that real power is not found in the applause of others, but in the ability to validate yourself and stay true to your mission. By eliminating the need for validation, you free yourself from the temptation to seek short-term rewards like praise or recognition. This habit forces you to focus on the internal rewards, the satisfaction that comes from doing the right thing, no matter who notices or applauds. By rejecting validation, you eliminate doubt because you stop relying on others for confirmation of your worth and focus solely on the pursuit of your goals. The third tactic is that you must resist the urge to make impulsive decisions. Doubt flourishes when people make decisions based on impulse, when they act quickly without fully considering the consequences. The dangerous thinker knows that quick decisions based on emotions or immediate desires are rarely the best ones. By resisting the urge to act impulsively, you gain the ability to step back, assess the situation, and make calculated decisions that serve your long-term success. This habit requires you to practice patience, waiting for the right time to make a move, and only acting when you have a clear plan. By resisting impulsive decisions, you eliminate doubt because you start to make decisions from a place of strategy and clarity, not from momentary desires or emotional reactions. The fourth rule is that you must make long-term goals your priority. Doubt thrives when people focus only on immediate rewards, when they allow themselves to get distracted by short-term pleasures that take them off track. The untouchable person knows that success is built through a series of long-term efforts that may not pay off immediately, but lead to greater rewards in the future. By making long-term goals your priority, you shift your focus from the quick wins to the bigger picture and build a mindset that is future-oriented. This habit requires you to be patient, to delay gratification in favor of what will serve you in the long run. By prioritizing long-term goals, you eliminate doubt because you no longer seek immediate rewards, and you start seeing the value in every small step that leads to bigger achievements down the road. The fifth tactic is that you must learn to enjoy the process, not just the result. Doubt arises when people focus only on the end goal, when they believe that satisfaction comes from reaching the destination, not from the journey. The dangerous thinker understands that true fulfillment comes from enjoying the process of growth, the hard work, the challenges, and the small victories along the way. By focusing on the journey, you build the mental resilience needed to stay motivated, even when the end goal feels far away. This habit forces you to embrace the struggle, to find meaning in the work itself, not just in the reward at the end. By enjoying the process, you eliminate doubt because you stop relying on the result for validation and start finding fulfillment in the work itself. The sixth rule is that you must build the habit of delayed gratification by consistently challenging yourself. Doubt thrives when people seek shortcuts, when they try to find easier, quicker ways to achieve their goals, rather than committing to the difficult and slow process of growth. The untouchable person understands that success is not found in shortcuts. It's found in sustained effort over time. By challenging yourself every day, whether it's through physical, mental, or emotional challenges, you build the habit of delayed gratification, strengthening your character and your ability to resist temptations. This habit forces you to choose long-term success over short-term rewards, knowing that real power comes from perseverance. By building this habit, you eliminate doubt because you start to see your strength in your ability to delay gratification and focus on your long-term vision.